Okay, story time. So now let's talk about how I almost died of hunger because food took longer to be served at a restaurant. I promise you, this is an interesting story which you have to watch until the end. You will enjoy yourself. So here is the thing. You know, I was invited for a family dinner. Like there was a family dinner going on, and I was invited that okay, we'll be celebrating something. There's this milestone in the family, so you're celebrating this. I won't mention exactly what was going on. I don't want to give too many details. So now there was something being celebrated. So I was invited. Okay, next week on this particular day, we are going for a dinner at this restaurant. It was a a fancy restaurant. You know, me being a Zambian, what can I do? I just hear something about a restaurant, dinner. What comes to my mind is food. I prepared myself. The day came. I tell you, there were times that I forgot, like, Kware Kokora no Kusha, because I was counting down to the day. So the day came. I made sure that I never ate anything in the morning. Like, I had light meals, but there was no shima. I didn't eat any shima. I just ate just like that. So time fried until yafkane chunguro. I starved myself in short. I went prepared because I knew that I was going to eat. So the dinner was at 8 p.m. 7 p.m. we were already at the restaurant. So we were watching football, having discussions, like just taking to my, water and then just discussing why we are there and how it's important that we are celebrating whatever it is that we were celebrating on that particular day. So time went on. So now for me, my focus was on food. I was busy watching, of course, watching the TV. There was football, watching football, waiting for the food to come. 8 p.m. came, which is 20 hours as we call it in Zambia. Still, there was nothing, no food on the table. We were just talking. 8:30, 20:30, nothing going on. Parasna, no, let me ask what's going on. Where is the food? Okay, they said, no, we've already ordered the food. Okay. A waiter came, he asked us if we had already ordered. They said, no, we've already ordered. We stayed there. Another waitress came. She asked if we had ordered it. We ordered. You know, we stayed until it reached a point whereby amaraitenings yambo kulira mara. You know, I hadn't eaten anything. Insala yanguma, I felt like I could eat a whole chicken, but still food wasn't coming. Then after Africa 9, which was 21, then they brought in Utma drinks. But Utma drinks, Utma 330 meals, waiting for food. We stayed for another close to 20 minutes. That's when they started serving food. Now the food that they served Mwebantu, it was just a couple of wings, some French fries and what else? Tumbi salads. And you know, I went there thinking it was a feast. I just ate. I know. I had no choice. I ate the food, but deep down I was pissed, furious. First of all, I was disappointed that the food took longer, and I was like, no, 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 no. I'm going to pursue this case further. There's no way they can keep me waiting for all these hours. I think that's bad customer service. Tuwakumbuka no kumbuka, we moved from there. Like we went home. I went home very furious in the morning. I woke up, of course, very furious. I went to the website of this same restaurant. Then I wanted to lodge in a complaint. But then when I just entered the restaurant, I saw somewhere where it was saying the restaurant was receiving reservations, meaning those people who make online reservations will be served earlier. So let's say if someone orders a meal to be served at 20 hours or something like that, and then you go to the restaurant in person, you go there, let's say you reach around 7:30, and then the person comes at 8 or maybe 7:40 something. They will serve that person first, not you. Why? Not because you came earlier, no, because that person ordered earlier online. So I was like, so this is what was going on, and none of them actually had any problem. So because of that, I was like, no, I think I wasn't going to submit any complaints or anything. There will be no complaints with regards to the restaurant and how I was treated. I was like, I think it was fair. It was just ignorance on my part, or I don't know if the organizers of that uh, dinner knew exactly what was happening. I was like, okay, let it pass. Now, the reason why I have posted this video is because today, as I was on a bus going to the radio station for morning drive, yeah, for a morning drive, like a morning show on radio this morning, there was a radio program on another radio station where they were talking about situations or places where they received bad customer service. So it was like naming and shaming. So now there's a lady who complained about a restaurant where it took longer to be served. So since it took longer to be served, this lady complained bitterly. And according to her, she even reported them to CCPC, Competitions and Consumer Protection Commission. She reported them. So the thing is that I think we just don't understand. You know, before you go to a restaurant, first look them up online and check exactly how they operate. How do they operate? Is it online reservations? Who is served first? You know, the thing is that we are used to savage restaurants. If in Lusaka, we are used to savage restaurants where you can just walk in, order a meal, and be served there and then. But there are certain restaurants who follow these reservations, no matter how early you might have come. But if someone ordered earlier than you, those people will be served earlier. So instead, to save yourself the trouble, before you go to a restaurant, first find out how they operate at that particular restaurant. And then you know you won't be disappointed. At least you understand and know exactly what it is that is in for you. You know why you are being delayed or why you are served early. That's my message. Instead of you wasting your time going to CCP reporting them, you must have known that okay, Ababa was so. Chap.